Hello, guys. This is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and today I'm going to be doing a review for the WWE 2K26. So right here, we're going on the internet trying to see if it's going to update to the latest firmware, which it did. When you go through this originally, you see all of the stuff that I purchased. I purchased the $150 one. We will go into detail on why I think it was probably worth it, but maybe not. Basically, because they have in-game nonsense that you have to pay for. There's no booster that I could see, even though they said you have it. But I didn't seem to get it. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what to do. But we're going to go through the gameplay. We're also going to compare it to the Nintendo Switch 2 version, which is here. As I showed you guys in the 2K18, how horrible it was for the original Nintendo Switch. But right now, we're going to compare it not to the PC version, because I have that as well, because that would be, apples and oranges right here. It just doesn't go well, because PC is going to be the best, even over console, even over anything. But when you're going to compare it to dumbing down the graphics, not on the ROG Ally or Steam Deck, because I never got good frame rates on those, but on the Lenovo Legion Go original. I don't have the Go 2. I will make a separate video on why I didn't go to the Go 2. But in the meantime, dumbing down the graphics for the for the Lenovo Legion Go. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to tell you the comparison of what I think when you're dumbing down the graphics compared to Nintendo Switch 2 in the end of this entire segment. Right here, I'm doing what we said we're going to do. We're going to tear it down. We're going to dissect it. We're going to start with normal, because you all know how normal was. Originally, it really stunk on the Nintendo Switch. And of course, it was horrific. So we're going to go to that. We're going to check out a couple of stuff. I'm going to show you all the roster, so you could fast forward what you don't want. But I'd rather you guys actually stick around and watch the entire video, only because I'm going to point out all the glitches that I caught on this that's not on the PC version. Now, I don't have it on the consoles. I don't know how they operate on the consoles, but the PC version literally is going to be always the best from my experience. But we're going to compare it to the Nintendo Switch 2, not the PC, but the PC version on the Lenovo Legion Go. And you can see here all the roster. I'm showing you every single thing right here. So we're going to dissect this game together. But again, you could fast forward past this. I just want to show you the entire roster. Even though they said you have the booster, I don't see any way to activate it. So I'm thinking there is no booster for this game. The booster is you just get all the rings and, the extra stuff, the whatever, on the $150 one, and early access to the game. I'm going to tell you guys why I think it's probably better to purchase the regular game, the regular standard version. If you could get the standard version on the Switch 2 and get the a standard version on the PC, you'd have the best of all worlds. But let's just go through all of this, and then you could just kind of pick out which characters you want to buy or whatever. But this is the $150 one on the Nintendo Switch 2, which is pretty crazy. But I told you guys I was going to get it for the Switch 2, because everybody's doing reviews usually for that. And most of them are Nintendo ambassadors, as I call them, ambassadors. They're ambassadors of Nintendo, or they're just paid for reviewers, where I am a self-funded reviewer. I don't even do Patreon. I tell you guys to keep it. So I'm giving you guys the honest truth, as I always do. We're going to dissect the hell out of this game, playing a bunch of match modes that failed, even on the Nintendo Switch itself, but also went slow on the ROG Ally, Steam Deck, and Lenovo Legion Go. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to put it through the test, and we're going to test it out. But also, I'm going to show you guys the glitches that I caught in this entire recording. So we're going to go through all of this right now. So here are all of the names right here that you're getting, all the characters. So you can see. Now, I am going to tell you, when you're going to look at some of these characters coming in through the, with the Titantron playing and all of that, I'm doing it silent only because I got flagged for copyright because of all their music. So we're going to just do it as silent or whatever, and I'm just going to do the walkthrough. But you guys are going to see some animations that look weird and are going to blame Nintendo for it. I'm here to tell you that it's also on the PC version, but also I'm going to point out the difference that they did, that I believe they did, because you could clearly see it, between the PC version and the Nintendo Switch 2. and what they did to make it operate the way it is. Okay, so we're going to go through all these rosters right here. Just, take it through. And the late China, man, she was amazing and paved the road for all female wrestlers. And what happened to her, you guys know how I feel about that. When Triple H cheated on her and did that whole thing with Stephanie McMahon, I mean, the dude was going after the golden nugget, and she just, she couldn't she couldn't come out with it. So anyways, what they did to her was horrible, and I'm glad they inducted her in the Hall of Fame, as I think they did. From what I haven't been too privy on her thing. But anyways, we're going to go right into this. But so this one was always a problem, and it looks exactly like it did on the PlayStation. On the PlayStation 3 and everything. But his entrance always was a hard one to pull off. So that's why I chose Goldberg here. But I'm going to show you now some glitches that happen. You could see on his arms where the muscles is in the back, there are two lines. They're supposed to be like striations of the muscle, but it's horrible. I love that they let you control the fire here, the poses. But if you could look at the animation, and this is also on the PC, it looks horrible. He still walks like he has a stick up his butt. And you could see right here, it's like the animations are just horrible. Like you see how quick it is and jittery and all of that. But, he looks like a creator wrestler. He's bold. He doesn't have much definition to test that out. Now, to test out what I'm going for here. What I'm going for is to look at the lighting, to look at everything there. And so far, they nailed it. They did a good job in bouncing off light off his skin. You could see it really nice with the particle effects. And everything looks pretty cool. Now in the hair, you're going to see, in characters with hair, it looks a little bit different. Now you could see how rounded his head looks. There's no jagged edges, no nothing, but you could see some jaggedness in the ropes over there. And you saw right there, the animation, his body kind of went through the ropes. That's on PC as well. So I'm just going to show you guys and tell you how it is. That's because they don't put the collision objects correctly when they're doing the animation. So that's a little bit problematic. You could see the lighting looks absolutely great here, as it should. But of course, with the Nintendo Switch and, certain elements to it, it wasn't playing correctly before. But now this machine is stronger. It's not done, I believe, by the same, I know that it's not done by the same production team, so it's a bit different. But you can see, I want to show you Roman Reigns' hair. And there is a difference between, obviously, the PC version, even though that's horrible. And the way the characters look on PC or this is horrible. They don't look perfectly well. It's almost like they just kind of imported it from the other times. But you can see the lights, everything looks great. The hair is where Nintendo always falls short. But they did a good job on the hair right here. You're going to see some jagged edges. The animation, it's on PC and the Switch too, looks horrible. Okay, the animations of the intros, that is. You can see how quick and how jittery it moves, but you can see the hair looks better than it did before. Like you'll see in games like Mortal Kombat 11, the hair looked really jagged and messy and stupid. It looked horrible compared to the PC version or console versions. But here, it kind of looks okay. It's not the best in the world. The PC version obviously looks more polished. This thing looks a bit jaggy, not too much, just a bit. And other than that, pretty cool. So you're going to see right here, the camera angles looks absolutely crazy good on this version. And I love this part that you can choose to rush or build energy. It's pretty cool, like they're going right at it. And you can see the animations here, and the fighting is just crazy sick, crazy fluid, really good. And you'll see how it operates. Boom. You see the animations are really good here. What I noticed is in the gameplay is they made the countering a bit more challenging than it was before. So before in 2K25, of course on the PC version or console version, it was really easy to do counters. Here I find you need to time it better. much better than you did before. Before it was much more forgiving. So here the animations are pretty cool. What I did find out the AI is a bit stupid in this game, and well, that's what I expect always from AI. I mean, it's not that challenging, but you'll see when you go into the tag modes and all of that how different it looks. But just look how fluid it operates on the Switch too. I mean, I gotta tell you, to dial down the graphics on my Lenovo Legion Go, I actually will say this: I prefer playing it on the Switch too. I could, some of you guys might have dialed it better than me. I just tend to find always the sweet spot, and I found the sweet spot to play a bunch of games, especially 2K25. But on 2K25, it operated really, really well. I just feel that on this one, under the same settings that I had, was running a bit weaker at times. So I had to dumb down the graphics a little bit more, which kind of makes the Switch 2 version look better. Now, again, I'm still messing around with it. I just got this game, so, I still need to mess around a little bit with it to on the Lenovo Legion Go to see what the sweet spot is on that. But, dumbing down the graphics, I mean, this is how it looks on the Switch too. Looks pretty cool. I'm playing it on a 43-inch monitor, so we're talking about enlarged picture. Usually things look good on a small screen, and then, you put it on the big screen. Always the Switch failed at that, and this looks really polished. This looks really good. Very well the animations here and the fighting looks great. I love that now you could do this move with no issue. Bam. And, in the other versions, it was kind of hard to pull off. You pull it off sometimes, sometimes not. This one actually puts it as a regular, move for him, which is pretty cool. So I really love seeing that. And you could see right here, walking out over here, everything looks good. There's no slowing down, no nothing. And we're going to just play these out, and you'll see what happens. I remember in the original Switch version of 2K18, good Lord, everybody was telling you to get it in the beginning and all of that. And that's how this channel got its birth from that. And I really hope I'm going to give you guys better news here. And so far it's looking really good. As you guys can see, the animation is really well. And I love that the AI here is still more challenging than the 2K25, but still weak. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm playing this on, it's supposed to be hard. But it's not hard. I mean, it's whatever. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But you could see, you saw a little bit of a frame skip there. That's actually on PC as well. So I can't fold Nintendo for that. I can't, scold them for that one. Because I had slowdowns on the PC version as well. And my PC is beefed up. So I know there's no issue with graphics card or anything like that. So it's pretty cool. But it did have a skip here and there. So just to let you guys know. And you can see right here, it looks pretty cool. And you could see the light shining on them, glistening, on their skin. And you could see it's done, you could actually see that now. And it's really, really well. And you see what I mean? It's kind of, I got to learn the timing more, where the other one was more forgiving in 2K25. Here, it's a bit hard to counter, and that goes for PC as well. So you just got to get the timing right, just like Elden Ring, just like Wukong. All those games require a certain different timing, and you just got to study that. Now, I am going to tell you something. The schematics on, the way they set up the controller on the Nintendo Switch too, even though you could change the controls sort of, I'm not used to it. I'm used to a computer for the PC layout, or Xbox 360, Xbox One kind of layout. Even the PlayStation 4 layout. All of that, I'm kind of used to. And the Switch 2 version, it's kind of hard for me sometimes to pick out the buttons. I think A is B and B is A when it's represented at times. I don't know. And also the fact that it doesn't light up. It's kind of hard to see when I'm playing in the dark. I guess I got to get like a custom controller where I got the Pro controller. You could see even you guys remember in 2K18 the replay how slow it was. Look how nice it looks now. Nintendo has finally reached its peak. So its peak with this. I hope it's not its peak. I hope it's going higher and higher. But I think it reached its zenith with this game right here because you could see it did a good job. Look at that. There's no miscolorations except, I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but that's on the PC version. You'll see the two lines. Really weird. Anyways, we're going to go right now into the other play modes as well. And like I said, we're going to do, like I do for every game, we're going to do walkthroughs of every single segment, the island, all of that. We're going to do everything. I'm going to put it all out. And then in the end, I'm going to do a giveaway, okay? So right now we're doing, let's see right here. We're going to just choose 3-on-3, and we're going to see how it handles 3-on-3. Now, 2K18 couldn't handle it at all. Now, I am going to tell you something on the Lenovo Legion Go. I was having some slowdowns when I had 8 characters on the screen at once. And in here, I think it dealt with it much better than it did on the Legion Go. But, again, I'm still working on the technicals on that because I'm going to find a sweet spot for that as well, like I did on 2K25. But as of the same setting, I just had to dumb down the graphics to get it at a certain area, and it still was slowing down when I had 8 men in the ring, where here it dealt with it much better. And you could see here on the 3-on-3 dealt with it really, really well. And I know I got a brother in arms over here who contacted me on the and told me on the on the Lenovo Legion Go he got it working. I would definitely like for him to share his settings on in the comments section, just so I could test it out as well and everybody else could test it out so they get the best of all worlds. But look how cool this thing is right here. Pretty freaking fluid with 6 people in ring. They're not moving, but it's still, they're sort of are. And you guys remember the slowdowns. And I hate to compare 2026 to 2K18 by Blind Squirrel. But you can see right here, so well done. I mean, the animations are like spot on. Really well done. But I'll tell you, there were some things that happened during the gameplay where it would go like that. That was weird. And of course, it didn't slow down. It just did that. Almost like on a PC version when it's about to get stuck. It did that. But again, on PC, it happened the same thing. So I can't really down Nintendo for it. So as far as port goes, pretty well done. You can see right here, boom, treasure tag. And you'll see they do more countering here, the computer, which is pretty good, but not good enough. Like, I like it when it's counter after counter, and then you manage to get one hit. Some of you guys might hate that. I love that. I love having that battle. Ukes used to do that a lot in their gaming back in the day, but the SVR series or whatever. It was cool to have a countering system a computer that was hard to beat. So hard that you would want to cheese it and put it on easy. That's how hard it was. And I loved it because it made every match so crazy good. And I come from a world of Elden Ring and Wukong, so you guys could see I like challenges. But if you want to play it for kicks and fun, for fun and whatever, put it on easy or whatever. And I would say this normal thing here, whatever hard thing, is I would say that should be your sweet spot for a game you would enjoy. So you'll see here, really cool. You see, the computer is countering a lot, so that's a good sign. He's not just taking a beat down, so that makes it a good game, sort of. But you could see, pretty cool. Look at these animations. They operate so fluid on the Switch, too. Nintendo really... I'm still going to down Nintendo because I wanted them to come out with a system seller like No Mercy to have their version of a WWE game, so we're not stuck with the 2K version because I'm kind of sick of 2K. I'm not going to lie. So, especially their, microtransactions and all that stuff. I'm just not a 2K fan at all. And I think this looks good as a simulation, but I kind of miss the arcade-like quality of, SmackDown and SmackDown 2 and, Here Comes the Pain. That was probably my favorite wrestling game of all time. That one and No Mercy for the Nintendo 64. And I've been begging Nintendo. I even got a petition signed by like millions of people, I'm not even kidding, that was asking Nintendo to come out with their own WWE game. Fortunately, doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, poof, look at that. Boom. There you go. And Ukes is getting back into the game, with the other wrestling game they came out for the Switch. So, they weren't the best in that. There was a lot of features missing or whatever, but I could see them coming out with another game that will for WWE that's going to be out of this freaking world, and I would really like for them to come out with that. But I guess we'll see how the heck that's going to be done. He's just sitting. Now you guys realize something. When I'm covering him, his teammates are not kicking, are not helping him, which is weird. So, I just never got that. That's like what I'm talking about. But I guess because they know he's not going to lose, the computer knows it's going to kick out, so it's not doing it. I mean, I got to tell you also, from 2K25 in general to 2K26, the animations have gotten better. But the character models kind of look the same. It wasn't anything done to them, really. It just feels like the same, just with better battle technicals or whatever. But you can see here, looks really good. And you can see the PC version versus that. They added some things like you could control the taunts and all of that, in the Titantron and how you started and so on and so forth. But you could tell the animations got a little better. I love this. The double tackle. Poof.
Here we go. With the punch.
Really fast. No slowdowns. Really cool.
Taken down by the neck.
Look at that. Boom. Very fluid. Really liking this. Wow. Right there to the corner.
Tag. And now trapped on the wrong side of town here. Held in position for a double axe handle. Oh. Oh, did you hear that?
AJ Styles. Look at that. I also got to tell you, the camera angles and the way the camera is operating. I work with visual effects a lot and with, practical effects and so on and so forth. What you do in Hollywood movies when you want people to feel the hit in kung fu movies or, fighting movies or anything like that, you put a little tiny jitter. Okay, so when they get slammed, right? Very tiny that you probably wouldn't notice much if you're looking at it, but your brain feels the impact. And that's what they do here. And they didn't have it on 2K25, so I'm really loving this. I love it when games try to play with my psyche. It's really, really cool. They did that here. That's pretty freaking awesome. Look at that. So fluid. So freaking fluid. I just only wish they could get their walk done right. Their animations of... Oh, so it slowed down a little bit there. There was a slowdown. You guys see it. That's an animation right there, and really well done. Very quick, very fast. There you go. Another slowdown. You saw that, another glitch. That was not on the PC version, I can tell you that. So, I mean, everything went well. Everything was going fast. And then it was almost like, okay, you did too good. Let's slow you down right now. But there you go. Everything's operating fast for the most part. You get a few slowdowns. Not too much, but just a few. And this is the reason why I want you guys to watch the whole video. So you're going to see also glitches that are going to happen. And I'm going to push for them and you're going to see them. And this is what I do to every game, so don't think I'm just targeting Nintendo. Like I had some people saying I'm a Nintendo hater. I'm like, really? I'm an independent reviewer. I fund myself. And I'm like, you know, I don't hate Nintendo. I love a lot of their games. It's just I'm not going to be forgiving to them if they don't deliver, especially when you're paying $150 for the, you know, for a game like this. I'm not going to be forgiving to 2K or Nintendo if I see there's a difference on the PC version versus the Switch 2 version. So right there was two slowdowns, and this one is operating now nice again. So for the most part, it's operating really well, but there are glitches, some that existed on the PC as well, and some that did not. Well, at least I didn't come across it when I was pushing it. So you can see a little bit of a slowdown there as well. Really nicely done. Boom. That is so cool. And I love how they just launch like that and tag. That's pretty cool. The only thing I got to tell you I don't like about this game, what I noticed is when you do a double team move, right? When you're tagging your guy, you can't freaking counter that, which is so stupid. I mean, how many times did Kane double choke slam somebody? Or, you know, other people double clothesline someone when they try to do a double team move. I don't know why 2K took that out, because it's not on the PC version as well. It's just really weird. So that's definitely a flaw. That's what we're going to talk about in the end of this video. I'm going to break down everything for you. What's on PC, what's on, you know, on both, what's 2K in general. Everything. I'm going to break it down for you guys in the end of this show. But first, I want to show you guys everything, the in-play game of all the modes, so you guys see how it runs. Also, some other things that I didn't like about this game. So you see, for example, I cannot get out of this at all. But the animations are really awesome. It's pretty cool. You can see already sweat building up on them, right? They're glistening more. Pretty awesome. It's trying to mess me up. Boom. Here we go. Hard for me. I'm telling you, it's hard to time. The timing is different than 2K25. I got to just study that timing, and I'll get it good. See, like right here. Boom. Really cool. Love the camera angle on that, too. There you go. Right into it. Poof. Go to sleep. See, now they're coming to help him because they know he's about to get, you know. So before, they weren't even helping him. And I'm like, are you guys serious? And look, on the second count, because they know he's going to kick out, they're not even bothering. Where in the Ukes game, if you did that, they would keep coming in. So you'd have to make sure you knock them both down to get it. Also, what I noticed is there, you see, like right here, nobody even bothered to try to break that count. How stupid is that? See, that's another little stupid thing, but that's on the PC as well. It's not just the Nintendo Switch. So it's 2K in general. Like, what the hell were you guys thinking? Now, I am going to say there is a difference here. You could see the sweat glistening off them, but if you actually look at them, at the sweat, it almost looks like, at times, like white patches they put on them that's reflective, but doesn't really operate like sweat like it does on the PC version or console version. You see how that shines, how it goes in and out on CM Punk's chest? That's what I'm talking about. So little subtle things they dumb down, but to get quick gameplay, which is a great, small, tiny visual sacrifice to make, which is pretty freaking awesome. So let's look over here. Let's do a Hell in a Cell match. Okay, this slowed down considerably in 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch. So you see some of these characters look horrible, but these are their pictures. So I just don't think they chose a good picture for them. But you can see right here, these look good, obviously, but some of them you'll see looks a little weird. Now I am going to tell you guys this. No Hell in the Cell is going to be the Yuke's version. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say that. I mean, granted, you can't throw them off the top of the roof. You can't do anything like that. But, the way you were in there and smashed them out and all of that stuff was so different and so cool. Here, it's almost like an accidental move. But also the thing I don't like about this, and you guys are going to see, in 2K25, after you send the guy flying off the freaking cage, off the Hell in the Cell, you could jump on them from the top. Now, I don't know why they didn't do that on the 2K26. I have no idea why they didn't. Or maybe it is there, it just I couldn't do it. And you guys are going to see I'm trying numerous times, and it's just not working for me. It's pretty good animation. You could see all the crowd. They weren't cheapening out with the crowd. Like some of them, they put less people in the background. Here, you could see the crowd animation is there. Everything is there, and it's operating quick. Now, I'm going to show you a glitch that I always find in the games. So you're going to see a glitch here very soon. I'm going to show it to you. And this didn't happen to me on the PC when I tried it. So whether it is there or not is debatable. But I've tried and I couldn't get it to glitch there. But here I got it to glitch. Now I got it to glitch on 2K25 on the PC by doing what I'm doing here, and you guys are going to see. But I couldn't do it on the 2K26 version. So I'm thinking it's something that, I don't know, that they corrected in the PC version, but they forgot to correct it on this version. And you'll see right here. See? Right there. And I fall. That was the glitch. And it only was for Nintendo Switch. Only for the Nintendo Switch too, guys. Because I couldn't do it on the PC. So I think they fixed it, but they just didn't fix it on this, the Nintendo Switch too. It's almost like they ported that horrible glitch there, which is beyond horrible. Because it could cost you a match, really. I mean, it just got me down, like, for the count. If he was to cover me anywhere, let's say in a match, and that happened, that would have been horrible. But it only happens at Hell in the Cell for some stupid reason. I don't even know why. But you guys will be happy to hear that on the Nintendo Switch 2 and on the PC version, I try to push that part where I showed you guys before, where the ring becomes your belt. You're stuck in the middle, and then you have to shut down the game. That has not happened. I tried to push the limits on that. It did not happen on the PC or the Nintendo Switch 2 version. So I am happy to say that was corrected. Fortunately, this one was not. So every time you're around that corner, I love how they did that. You see how it just like splashes into the screen? Really, really cool. Does he have blood on his face? Because I don't see it. What the hell? There's no blood on his face. Very weird. Okay, now I see a little gush. Okay. Huh. Very weird. So here you go, and now we're going to send them flying through, and you can't even see anything. You don't even know the gate broke. It just tells you, the announcer. You see, this is what I'm talking about. It's stupid things like this that just make no sense to me. And, you know, it's like that on the PC, too. In certain angles, it's like, you can't see certain things. But look how high the Hell in a Cell looks here compared to 2K25. Is it me, or is it just higher? It looks much higher than it was. There you go. I'm going to try to crack him through the ceiling here. We'll crack him good. Boom. There you go. It kind of bent, right? I don't know. Did it? Yeah, it did. Yep. Here we go. Why isn't he falling through? Is this supposed to be 2 times? I guess I'm not making a connection with the body there. I don't know. Ooh, nice, nice. Okay, that's the corner of it. I guess that's why. I don't know. Let's try it again. Boom. Alabama slam. Okay, let's try to do it again. Come on, man. Ah, he kicked out. He fell. That's funny. That is funny. He fell down there, and I'm like, yeah, baby. That's funny. That is so funny. That's freaking hilarious. We're going to try to throw him off the... Since he already took that, just want to show you guys how they crack through the ceiling. What's funny is in 2K18, they had slowdowns here and there, but Hell in the Cell actually worked pretty well. There you go. But it was funny. I think when it was on top, they started operating slower, but it was still functional. There you go. Boom. And you'll see I cannot jump down. I can only climb down. How stupid is that? Now, I know some of you guys who are forgiving will say, well, if he jumps down, he could die. Well, which you have told me that in the past when I told you guys, why can't they do that? And then in 2K25, they did, which was cool. And I answered, well, if you send a guy flying this many feet down, he'll be dead too. So it doesn't make any sense. Either way, it's for the fun of the game. You should do that. But whatever. Is what it is. Boom. Let's try to get him through this thing here. See, I'm getting the timing all right. So that's pretty cool. There you go. The code. Cody Rhodes. Here we go. Crossroads. Boom. Okay. Still didn't do anything to the flooring. What the hell? Come on, man. Get through the damn cage already. See, on 2K25 it's much easier to do this, but I don't know why it's so hard. Look at that. I've been pounding away at him. But he's not going through. Is it here that I'm supposed to do it? Because it looks like that's bent. I mean, if that's the case, I guess, right? But why is that bent? It's so weird. Let's see. Yeah, he's not breaking anything here. We got to break him through there. It's a nice dodge. Got that little one from Virtua Fighter, y'all. There you go. Finally. All right. Keba. 1, 2. Still that slow, stupid count. They haven't changed that one bit. Even though everyone said it was stupid. All right, come on. Cover him already. Look at that. 1, 3. There you go. All right. Well, we're going into the other play mode. Ugh. So right here, you saw like a bunch of glitches that didn't exist on the PC. Used to exist on the PC and no longer does. But unfortunately, well, you guys know how it is. It made its way to Nintendo. Pretty sad, but, you know, operating well. So far, so good. Can't say don't get this game. That's a good thing. If you have the Nintendo Switch 2, you don't have a beefed up PC or other consoles, definitely a game to get here because so far everything's operating really well. And I really dig that a lot. Let's see what else they got here that I know would have been a slowed down elimination chamber. Let's see how the heck this plays out. Boom, boom. So basically the reason I chose all of these elements right here is because they were slowing down in other games as well as not beefed up PCs like on my Lenovo Legion Go. Again, I found the sweet spot on 2K25 and played everything just fine. You had slowdowns from little bits and pieces here and there. But these are the fighting styles that happened that were harder to nail on the portable system. So, and also if you don't have a beefed up PC. So that's what I like to try it on here to see how it operates with all these characters here, with the crowds, with the characters in the background, so on and so forth. And in the Royal Rumble, I'm going to try to get all 8 men fighting at once. I'm going to try not to send them flying over the ropes. We're going to do that review like we always do. And you guys know that's when the system fails. So we'll see how the heck it does. And that's why if you look, the computer tries to literally eliminate them really quickly so it doesn't get to that position. But we're going to get it to go to 8 people because I'm going to stop every little thing. Anybody that tries to throw a person off the, off the rails over here. So it'll be freaking cool. We'll see how it operates. So really lame. I don't know why they're not stuck there. That's what I used to love. When they get stuck in that position, then you could do a finishing move that puts them through the glass and so on and so forth, which I'm sure you could do. But it's not like the old version where they get kind of stuck there, and then you could do a move, or you could do, if you have a finisher, you put them through. But for some reason, they don't let you do that now. You just kind of knock their head on it. Kind of stupid. Now, also what I noticed is you don't really see the chains too much. If you look at it, it looks much clearer. Now, I think they did it visually to be less straining on the eyes. It looks nicer that way, I guess. But I kind of like that chain element because it made you feel like you're playing a different game. A different, stipulation. Where here, it's like, you got 4 guys there, each one in their box, and I'm here, very, very dim. I don't know. I guess whatever floats your boat. It's very subjective. To me, personally, I like the chains. I like to look a little bit at it, so it looks like it feels like a different game, where here, not so much. Also love the fact that they have Brock Lesnar finally in it, and Goldberg, and you don't have to do a creator wrestler stupid thing like they did on 2K25, even though there were allegations. It's like before being proven guilty, you're guilty till proven innocent, which is horrible. So what happened to Johnny Depp there, and the same thing was going on with Brock Lesnar. Really stupid. Till he got out of it from the sticky mess, and then finally, they put him back in the game. No idea why they didn't. Very stupid move on 2K. Or WWE, if they're the ones that planned it. Very stupid move. Really weird. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you climbing? Oh, you're gonna jump. So you can see right here. I lost already, as you can see. I wasn't really, my head wasn't in the game. But you guys can see how it operates here. Just go through a few of this. Pretty cool.
kicks out at just one. He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Jay averts the attack.
Boom. Nobody home.
Looking to apply a submission. Will he do it?
That stretch could lead to a snap. Main event Jey Uso's big dreams. Up trying to find a
Look at that.
using his power to escape.
Oh.
Not gonna scale the chamber wall. No.
Boom. Okay, just want to see what happens when other characters come in. Let's see. It's really well. See, it there's no frame drops, which is pretty cool. And you know, I always hate using the words, wow, not bad for Nintendo. But this, honest to God, feels like I'm playing on the Lenovo Legion Go. I kid you not. Except I feel like I don't have to dumb the graphics. It looks better. Again, I know a lot of you guys with the Lenovo Legion Go are going to tell me, hey, dude, that's because you didn't dial it in correct. Okay, I admit it. I didn't. But compared to ROG Ally and Steam Deck, this thing is 100 times better. So that's what I'm saying. If you have a beefed up PC and you got one of those, you know, and you got a Lenovo Legion Go, you go for the PC version. That's what you do, of course. If you have not a beefed up PC, you don't feel like spending hundreds of dollars on a new system, you have a Lenovo Legion Go, and you have a Nintendo Switch 2, I would get it on the Nintendo Switch 2. No joke. Less to compromise, just much better. But, and you have both of those systems anyway, so who cares? But, you know, you don't have a beefed up PC. I don't know what would be a better buy. I would think this would be a better buy. If you have, of course, no beefed up PC, no Lenovo Legion Go, ROG Ally or anything, and you just have a Nintendo Switch 2 versus a PC that you have to dumb down the graphics completely, I would go with the Switch 2. There's no doubt in my mind. I will reiterate this in the end. You can see right here. Really cool. There goes another person. So you got 5 people in the ring, referee. So we're going to quit right here. Now we're going to go into the other matches. Where is that? Where is that? Oh my God, I just saw it and now I can't find it. This is how cool it is. There's so many good match types now. I mean, they brought Inferno back. They did a lot of good stuff that, I don't know where the hell that thing is. I'll show you. I'm going to show you. There you go, Royal Rumble. 30 men. Let's rock and frickin' roll. Let's get them all here. Let's get 8 men all together, fighting at once. And we'll see what happens. Did they let me pick superstars? No, I don't think they did. Huh. I mean, a surprise, but whatever. Raw is war. There you go. We are getting somewhere. Oh, China. Wow.
The Royal Rumble is really
Cool.
most unpredictable matches in a career-defining victory for anyone who manages to claim it.
I love that. You're gaining the energy of the crowd.
When we say
Pretty
anything can
cool.
happen in WWE,
The late China. Poof. Wow. Flapjack. Like, get off. Glad they made her tough in this game. That's good. Good for her. Let me guess, she's going to beat me here too. Yep, look at that. The Amazonian. She really paved the freaking world for women wrestling. She was amazing. And what they did to her was horrible. Triple H and his goons. the McMahon family. Just horrible what they did to her, and her life just spiraled after that. Horrible.
Placed against the turnbuckles. Diving splash in the corner. Loving blow.
Ladies and guys, this is a good time to mention, don't let a breakup destroy your life. It always gets brighter on the other side. And it's part of living, guys. When you live, you have to take the good with the bad, and the bad makes you stronger. Don't let it get to you. I see it always happening with my friends and other things. Just don't let it get to you, guys. It's not worth it. Look what happened to her. It's just, her life just spiraled out of control. And, you know, I mean, in her case, it cost her job. It cost everything, which was horrible what they did to her. But she could have bounced back somehow. And you see Maven doing his YouTube stuff. She could have had something, especially representing, you know, female wrestling, all kinds of stuff. She would have done great. Just sad. Died at such a young age. Really sad. So much talent, too. Look at that. Boom. And I love that they do mixed fighting now. Because I always said it was so stupid when they didn't allow that anymore. When Ukes had that, and now they don't allow it in these games. I really love that they finally brought it back in 2K25. So really cool. And here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the ring. Boom. Now we're about to get a 6th one. Look how the computer is desperately trying to get rid of everyone. Wow, did Kane just freaking look at that? Computer just threw her out because it knew it can't handle it. But we're gonna get it to handle it. Do not worry, gents. We'll get it to be handled. Oh, what the hell's going on here? So we got 5. We're about to have a 6th one coming in. This one's walking out. And I promise you guys, I'm usually better than this. I mean, you could see me through my walkthroughs. It's just right now I'm doing a lot, you know, trying to get this done ASAP. Trying to show you how many people in the ring and trying to get 8 people in there. Usually I would just eliminate the hell out of all of them. Okay, so we got now 6 people in the ring. No slowdowns, no nothing. Operating really good. Really well. Please tell me he's not gonna... Good, he didn't get him. Now we're about to get a 7th guy in here. Come on, man. Get out of here. I can't even stop him because this idiot's taking me. It's like they're designed to do that so they could get rid of these characters. There you go. They got rid of him. I'm going to get 8. Don't worry. We're going to get 8 people. We got 6 right now. Come on. Somebody come in already. And I'll tell you, it's kind of tough because the computer is aiming to get rid of him to, you know, put in more people so it could operate, you know, better. But you'll see. It's just the way it is. And here we go. 7 people we got it to. Okay, still operating really well. 7 people, y'all. Oh, started to slow down a little when he got up. But not that bad. It's really not that bad. Oh, a little slow down there. Can we get 8? Come on. 8 people. I mean, it's doing all right. I got to tell you, it's holding up. It's holding up. It's had a little slowdowns here and there, 1 or 2 frame drops. And then now we're going into this. No, 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 no. Do not eliminate her. For the love of God, don't do it. Don't do it. No, no, no. No, get her back. Good. Okay, The Rock. There you go. 8 people, ladies and gents. 8 people. And it's operating really well. Wow. Good for Nintendo. Honest to God, I didn't think that was going to ever happen. Never on Nintendo. Ever. Now, I urge you guys on the Lenovo Legion Go to try to get 8 people all together. You will see that they will have also significant slowdowns. Despite, I'm sure, whatever setting you use. Because my setting is near perfect. But of course, I have to dumb down the graphics, but still there's slowdowns. But when I'm playing it on PC, obviously I don't have that issue. Because I have a beefed up PC, it can handle all that with no problem. You can see there's a little bit of slowdown here. We're getting into the 45, 50 frame rates. But then it goes back up to 60, does a great balance, really, really steady balance of frame deductions and adding additions. But for the most part, operating is very playable, really well. Hardly noticeable when you're playing it, but if you're watching it visually, I'm sure you could probably notice a tempo change. But right here, now it's starting again. It's starting really good, really well. That's funny. Did you notice you couldn't get 9 in the ring? Because until he knocked that one out, that was funny. Because it should have been already a 9th person, but I guess they just don't allow it. The system might crash. That is weird. On PC, the same thing happened. I don't know why. But I guess because they know it's going to crash or something. I don't know. If any of you guys got it to 9, let me know. But you can see then they're all crash test dummies. You could just throw them right out like no problem. Ooh. Love how Boogeyman looks. You can see some of their animations look like they come from WrestleMania arcade. You see like how they just slide like Sub-Zero and just hit. It looks so stupid. But you know what? I do love the animation in this. In 2K18 and 2K20, that when somebody would come in, they would show the ring from a distance and show the person walking down the Titantron. Looks so much better done this way. Looks so much better. The Rock here looks like he's a LJN wrestling doll back in the day. You know, those big dolls. There you go. Got rid of him. The Ring General. There you go. Boom. Boogeyman just slammed me to the canvas.
Here comes number 14 in the Royal Rumble match.
Or Truth. I love that character. I know probably some of you guys are going to be like, yo, what the hell's wrong with you? I freaking love that character. I loved him in every freaking circuit that he was in, not just WWE. I just thought that he got steamrolled all the time. And I think the best opportunity he got was to be in WWE money-wise. Because, you know, they all make about $1 million, Maven said, with all their franchises at minimum. And then, of course, the more popular they get, the more money they make. So he deserves it. He really put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in it. I just don't know why they make him stupid afterwards. It just made no sense. Like what they did with the Acolytes. You know, when you had Bradshaw and Farouk, and then they made Farouk an idiot who just goes, damn, damn. That dude was freaking strong as hell. It's nice they gave him a job to continue, but, you know, they kind of dumbed this character down a lot. Damn. Oh, look at that. Now, why'd you have to, be all up in my Kool-Aid? I freaking hate Dom. Can't stand that dude. Okay, if I'm to be eliminated, please let it be Doink the Clown that eliminates me. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. Taking out the Ring General. I want a piece of Doink. Uh-oh. Be careful what you wish for. Freaking Pennywise. That's right. Come on. Sleeper. Boom. I love calling it the sleeper. Sleeper. Sleep. Let's see. Let's chillax over here. Oh, why did I hit him? Why did I hit him? Very stupid move on my part. Of course. Oh, look at that. The Ring General succeeds and I don't. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. If he eliminate... Oh, man, he's gonna eliminate me. Yep. That sucks. I wanted Doink to eliminate me. Damn you, Doink. You had to concentrate on these idiots. Okay, let's go to the next match. Come on. So that's what I'm talking about. The button controls. I gotta get used to it on the Nintendo. On the Switch, too. But here we go. We're gonna go now to... the other thing that slowed down a crap ton, which is brawls. Now, I got to tell you guys, I'm quite disappointed, in the, parking lot compared to, I don't know, the other parking lot scenes where you could smash them on the car, all of that. Here, they don't really do it, and I'm going to show you guys. I don't know, unless I'm doing something wrong, but I'm going to show you guys. You don't have that at all. It's just stupid. You just kind of bounce them around on it, but you can't really do anything with it. At least I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know.
Once again, the Performance Center's parking lot is playing host to a melee. How many times have we seen superstars get attacked or turned up injured in this area?
Nice. Poof on the concrete.
Right before our eyes. Calf kick finds the mark. Imagine trying to park right now and seeing this brawl in your immediate eye line. I keep backing up until I was a safe distance away and then back up some more.
I love how they just fall. Like they just collapse. They don't hit anything. I think they should make them they're just fine and then they come back after you. It's so stupid that they would be running and then just fall when the speed is gone. This doesn't make any sense. Damn, got one hit with the kendo stick, but that was about it.
This has just turned into absolute
Uh-oh.
mayhem out there.
This disdain has boiled over. It's obvious a ring can never contain them again.
Oh, got him.
Struck with a
I freaking love RVD. I remember when I watched his match live, him versus Sabu and ECW brought the freaking house down. You don't even know. There's no wrestling ever segment that would be as awesome and as electric as the crowd was at that time. I don't care what it is. Nothing will come close. I mean, the stuff they did, people were surprised they didn't die. Like, that's how crazy it was. Look at that. I love how it splats, but nothing happens. You can't really do anything with the car. Very stupid.
With a crucial elbow. Whoa! The height on the moonsault.
oh man!
Total pandemonium in the PC parking lot.
They better stay away from my parking spot. This is nuts.
You got a parking spot?
You damn right. Oof!
Oh my God. Look at that. Nothing happens. Maybe I need like a special or something. I don't know. Probably that's what I'm gonna need to do or something. I don't know. I really thought when I did that just now that he was gonna go through the window or something.
And this is why this is the most dangerous parking lot in all of sports entertainment.
Now let's put this guy away really quick.
Got him where he wants him. Up and the power on the Falcon Arrow.
Just says climb.
And another blow to the dome. DDT.
Alright, let's end this. That's it. Let's just end this charade. This charade and call it a day. Knockout. I don't know. Very lame. Not much to write home about. Let's see what other crapola they have here. All right, let's test this out now. I mean, I gotta say, pretty fluid, guys.
In a way, it's an awe-inspiring sight to see this ring surrounded by these flames. And one of these superstars, ladies and gentlemen,
So cool. Gaining the attention of the audience.
Awe-inspiring is how I describe this sight. Dread-inducing, maybe. Infernal for sure. This is not a match we see very often.
Boom.
And for good reason.
Because you got to get that meter in the bottom, I think, to raise all the way up. Love that they have the Inferno match back. It's one of my favorite stipulations that were out back in the day. And they got casket match and all that stuff, but I always wanted them to bring Inferno. And they're like, nobody does Inferno anymore. I'm like, yeah, who cares? Who cares if they don't do that in the segment anymore? Who cares? That's what made the game fun. The fact that you had, you know, fighting options to go there. Wow, that was weird. That was supposed to hit the side. And it didn't.
Effective counter. Clothesline. Clothesline. Uh-oh. Rick gets that sent right back to him.
Caught with that calf kick.
Wow.
Got him where he wants.
Look at that. Slam.
A perfect Falcon Arrow there.
Well, that one looked like it muzzled Steiner a bit.
Trying to clear out this too.
Measured.
Wow, love that you could walk and it does. You don't go through the objects. You would think they would do that with Nintendo, but you're actually colliding with them. It's like a collision object. Everything is as, you know, physics allows it to be. Look at that, even the small stuff. Pretty freaking cool.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
They really paid a lot of attention to detail in this game, I'll tell you that.
I'm just going to stay to the side and pray for a splinter-free resolution.
An elbow will break that up. Hooked up and boom. And he heads back into the ring.
Punk getting the crowd involved here.
He might just be stalling for time here.
Doing what his brother did. Steiner's brother. Big Papa Pump.
Going for a power slam, steps down.
Poof. So you see you're raising the meter, but I'm not raising it by much. I got to slam him a couple of times technically the fire is supposed to come when you slam them. Boom, look at that. Nice. So now we're going to start doing that. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Poosh.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Rick's not showing the capacity to fight back. With a clothesline.
Strong counter from Punk. Looking for a sleeper hold, perhaps.
Yeah. Love how the fire... Okay, so first off, the way fire looks usually in Nintendo games, and you'll see it, it looks really jaggedy and stupid. Here, it actually looks like fire. So, really kudos to Nintendo for this. And the PC version, it actually looks exactly identical. Just crazy. The only thing I guess I would ask for is probably black smoke coming out of it a little bit, just to make it look more realistic, where this has no real smoke at all. But, I mean, none of them do. None of them have it. So, it's really cool, you know, to have that kind of thing. This is kind of stupid, though. When you toss them out, the fire is completely gone. But I get why, because they have to come back in. I mean, it should be that way, I guess. Whatever. But it's kind of weird, because the second he comes in, the fire is at the same level. You'll see.
And he comes in under the ropes down.
Now it's back.
Beautiful. Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty.
Would have been cool if it was just left there and you could just set him on fire early instead of having the stupid meter going all the way up. But that's the way the game works.
Putting it right on the corner. Something's coming. Looking to show off that aerial skills here.
Boom. Hurricane Rana from the freaking top ropes.
Yeah, I don't know how much
Really
longer
cool.
defense will even matter at this point.
And we do it again. Boom.
Big backbreaker. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now. Looks like Rick is having trouble generating any sort of defense. He gets sent straight down to the floor. Rick stepping out of the ring again.
Look at that.
Sliding into the ring.
You know what doesn't make sense at all, though? The fact you could throw him through the fire and he doesn't set. And this is another thing I didn't learn how to do, because they tell you to throw him through, you know, just throw him over the ropes or whatever and set him on fire. But here, they didn't let me do that. Like, I'm doing that and it just makes him bounce off the ropes. But you see, when I'm throwing him out now, he just gets thrown out. Kind of weird. I think I just have to press the button to kind of hold him in there. But I don't know.
Backdrop suplex.
I don't know.
Unable to get a leg up in this match.
This should get it. You'll see when you do a finisher, it makes the meter go up a lot. So that's the cool part. So if you do like 2 finishers, I think you're good. See right there. Now it's the Inferno's up. And it tells you just throw him over the ropes. So I'm like, all right, let me throw him over the ropes. I can't get it right. You'll see what happens.
Oh, this could be it. He might be ready to
But look how nice everything looks.
This is getting dangerous.
Even though the fire looks like it's slowing down. You see, he's even close and he's just bouncing off. Look, I can't get him to go over at all.
anymore.
But I'm sure he'll do it in 2 seconds. You'll see, right?
That was pretty. Momentum is
That's what they do.
It's got to be hard to be Rick right now. Oh, steady punch.
There you go.
trying to force them into
They got me. And he's on fire. I love how easy it was for him. I just don't know how to do it. Still pretty cool. Look at that. They set him there, and now he's going to look back at me all bloodied up. It's like, yeah. All right. Now we're going to do the game that, the stipulation that pretty much freezes all games when played on a handheld system. Of course, I mastered it on the 2K25 on the Lenovo Legion Go. Be sure to check that out. My episode showing you how to do the settings for it to work fluid. But we're going to test this out right here. Now on the go with my regular settings of the 25, it was working fine. But now we're going to test out the Switch 2. So far, so good, guys. So far, so good.
give them precious time to settle in.
WCW ring. War Games. Boom.
Oh, here we go. Buster. And going down at that angle did not look good. Can't see this going much further after that.
Wow. Talk about cheese. Computer nonsense. My timing was perfect. Another thing I don't like about the 2K games, if you throw a guy over, you know, the ring and he comes back in, you can't hit him or anything. It makes you go backwards. It kind of makes a stupid animation that, and he could counter after you do, you know, he does that to you. You're in this dazed thing that he could beat you up, which doesn't make any sense. And they never fixed that. They made it stupid like that also on 2K26. So here we go. Ah, the Ring General.
Timer's almost up. This next entrant gives their team the advantage inside the cage.
Struck with a calf kick.
Boosh.
Holding cages open and away they go. Ready to get
Wow.
action. Ripcord, a lariat. Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. Tossed with
Oh.
guard. It might not be flashy, but
And that's another thing that I've noticed now on the Nintendo Switch too, that on PC it's not like that. You see, when they're coming in,
how could a team even begin to prepare?
the other character, you can't counter. You realize the counter button doesn't appear, so you can't counter at all, which is a glitch on the Switch too. See, now it happened. I don't know why, but it wasn't happening for the longest. You saw that. So something definitely doesn't work here normal. See, now it's fine because he's in the ring, so now you're seeing it. But when he's out the ring, you can't counter at all.
That is going to leave some serious wounds.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. Oh, what an uppercut. And with his coming entrance, the team
Boom. Come on, I need help, guys. I got like 2-on-1 here. I think war games should be just everybody is in and call it a day. You fight till the last man stands. That's what war games should be, because otherwise it's kind of stupid.
got to get control of this thing.
It's not really a fair game.
Ensuring himself a bit of an edge.
Because if this was real fighting, all you really need to do is the person getting the 2-on-1 is the one that's going to win. Almost definitely. Not almost. I would say, yeah, well, almost definitely. You never know. Miracles do happen.
He's in war games, but bringing some artillery with them.
Oh, what a response.
See, weird. He can do that, but I can't counter. Now it works, see?
Smart play by him. He won't get another chance to grab something once he's inside.
It's like it's so weird. Once they're out, the other character's outside, you can't counter anymore. But on PC, you could. On other consoles, I'm sure you could. But the Nintendo Switch 2, you can't. Very weird. Scorpion. Scorpion. Look at that. Like, as soon as he throws you, boom. Okay. Let's get him on that table, huh? Oh, oof. Let's try to drain him first. It was also so funny. Like, I'm taking him 2-on-1. You'd think my teammate would run in. He's taking his time. Roman was like taking his time, doesn't even care. It's like, what is that? It's such nonsense. Go to sleep. Poof. Oh, that was funny. He just threw it at me. Dude just threw it right at me.
Lining up reigns. Opportunities like this rarely open up.
Then the War Games officially begins, and all the wrestlers are in the ring. And we'll see how that operates, because we're going to have all of them here.
Backdrop suplex. What a high angle right across the shoulders. Got him where he wants him. Oh, and mere seconds away from evening the odds in War Games. Here we go. They look ready to get in there and even things up a little. Picked up and being carried around now. Clubbing blow stifles the attack. Going up the cage now. Must have some sort of strategy in mind. Look out!
Pooch. And this is going to be the final one, guys, and then we're going to go into the review. Into the final say, I meant. And I'm going to tell you guys what I think, the conclusion. And you guys let me know if you agree, disagree. You know, I'm self-funded. I'm not a paid-for reviewer. I'm not going to tell you something's good when it's not. I'm not going to tell you something's worth it to buy when it's not. So definitely stay tuned for the end of this. And then, like I said, we're going to be doing we're going to do an episode every week until we cover everything of the walkthrough. And then I'm going to do a giveaway. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, but you could see like I have tons of prizes I always give out in the end of a segment. Right now we're doing one for Harry Potter, which I'll show you guys, but that's going to be being a giveaway. Wukong one as well, that's going to be a giveaway, so definitely stay tuned for that. Boom. And also, I'm not those type of people that force people into subscriptions. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just watch the video, apply through commenting in the section, and you'll be in the raffle. Just don't know what I would do for WWE. I gotta look. I'm still thinking about it. I mean, it's gonna be a while because we have to do episodes and other stuff for it. So, but definitely stay tuned for that.
And unfortunately, it doesn't even matter if he taps here because technically War Games hasn't even officially. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Snapmare. Punk knows what he needs to end this.
Oh,
Gunther with the rear naked choke submission applied. This could be lights out for his opponent. Submission applied, but War Games hasn't officially started yet. Oh, yes. He just decides down the hold. Wonder what he's thinking here. Wait a second. Checking things off and getting back into this one.
Bouncing in all the way to that second ring.
next.
We're seconds away from these teams being even strength.
Nice.
Forcibly being sent to the other ring. He was essentially being left on.
Pretty sweet though. Now you got 8 fighters in the ring, fighting all at once, guys. Let's look at the speeds on this baby. And you can see no slowing down whatsoever. They're fighting. They're doing a great job. Nintendo is doing a fantastic job. Their hardware is really keeping up with it. I got to tell you, the developers did a great job in trying to take little bits and pieces out that visually doesn't look obvious, which makes it really cool.
And now, from 20 feet up, there's no way.
to speed up the game, and it operates really quick. I mean, we're at like 50 frames right now, which isn't a big drop, believe it or not, for this many people in the ring. And right now, it just literally went to 60. I don't know how the hell that happened, but I guess the close-up, since it just like goes into a one-on-one animation. There you go, 56, 55 frames. Not bad, keeping that 60 frames, you know, pretty close to it. Pretty freaking awesome. Pretty freaking awesome. Oh. Boosh. Boosh. Bam. Gotta tell you, here the AI is good. Computer's actually doing their damn job.
He's able to get out of this dire situation.
I mean, guys, what do you think? Look how this thing is holding up. Pretty freaking insane. It's like grabbing everything, and obviously the camera angles are really nice. Ooh. Damn you, Ring General. Oh, it's over. It's over. They won. Damn you, Gunther. Damn you. Anyways, let's get right into it. Okay, guys, so what do I think of this? Quite simple. First, I'm going to judge the game itself. Then I'm going to tell you what I think of the Nintendo Switch 2 version. But first off, let me tell you, 2K26 didn't do a good job on their animation and the Titantron. Didn't do a good job in certain things, but improved a lot on animation in ring while you're playing. Improved, I'm going to say, on some character models. Of course, still it suffers from minor glitches on the PC, and that it still suffers from certain things like that kind of made its way from 2025 into 2026. For example, when you're coming into the ring, it kind of knocks you out of a certain category and you're like this, and you're just easy to pick off after that little animation. And certain things like when you're out of the ring, like when you're playing, Battlegrounds or whatever. Battlegrounds. When you're playing some certain, even Hell in the Cell, you could kind of tell that there is significant slowdowns in certain areas. That being said, they corrected some glitches that I was looking for in this game and did not see them. Of course, it made its way to the Switch 2, like the one in the Hell in the Cell segment that I showed you. And a few times what happened was in PC and Switch 2, suddenly it would go like that. Sometimes it would slow down, sometimes it didn't, but it still did that noise. And on the PC version, I also had a time where it just shut off. Didn't happen again though, so it was pretty cool, pretty random. On the Switch 2, it did the same exact thing. So I'm thinking it's a issue that dragged through even into the port. That being said, some of the things were really great. I love that there's more characters you could pick. But again, I don't like that 2K is doing this little part. You paid $150 for the game. It says you got some booster. I don't know how to operate this booster. Apparently, it doesn't exist when I was looking at it because they want you to, there's in-game microtransactions. Really stupid. Some people are even saying this game's going to cost up to $500 when you're going in. I didn't see any evidence of that, but I do think getting an entire game, a completed game, to pay $150 is very stupid. I think if you're torn between Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 and PC and want to get them both, go for the standard editions. Believe me, you'll still have a great time. And you could just purchase whatever character you want based on tier, whatever they have over there, or create even a wrestler. Doesn't really make a difference. But to pay $150, you do get also certain games that I'm going to do walkthroughs for, certain series, which is cool. But again, $150 for a game. I can't, as a person who is a self-funded reviewer, an honest reviewer, I'm telling you, I just would hate to tell people I recommend to pay $150 for a game, because I sure as hell don't, especially when it's still incomplete. So it just feels incomplete. I don't know. Some of the characters you can't see. You have to beat them in certain matches. Granted, it feels great to be able to earn those because it makes the game, something cool where if you had the booster, you'd kind of like, there's nothing really to play for. If I didn't do reviews, I'd be like, I got all my characters anyway. And you kind of want to play through it, and it kind of encourages you to play through these certain modes and whatnot to unlock certain things. I get it. But if I'm paying $150, I should have the option to do it. Doesn't matter what you think is right or not. That is the real right and what is ethical. These are unethical practices, what 2K is doing. And I still am going to say this. I really wish Nintendo would come out with their own system seller like they did with No Mercy. Their own game. I got a petition before, signed by millions of people, literally, and still no movement on that. That being said, is this game... If you're going to purchase it even at standard edition or whatnot, are you going to enjoy it? Yes, I think like every WWE game out there, you're going to enjoy it to some degree. I do think that I feel a little ripped off to pay $150 and still have to not get a booster or whatnot or all of that stuff. I just feel like it's just too much money. If it was $120, I even thought it was too much money, but I would be like, whatever. It's fine. But $150, now you're kind of trying to push the limits to see how much your customers are spending. And I know that's what you guys are doing. And then it becomes a norm. And then you'll increase it. And before you know it, we'll have a game cost as much as a system, which is ridiculously stupid. Okay, so I can't honest to God say that. But, to tell you guys, go out and get the $150 one. This game is enjoyable. Plays really, really well on the PC, on any system that you're going to have. That's my pup right there. It's probably somebody is coming in right now. But that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Great game to play. I think you guys will have a lot of fun playing this game. I really do. That being said, now we're going to judge the Nintendo Switch. Then I'm going to compare it to the ROG Ally Steam Deck and the Lenovo Legion Go, which I have. I don't have my Steam Deck anymore, but I have the ROG Ally and Lenovo Legion Go. But first, we're going to talk about Nintendo. Nintendo, congratulations. You finally nailed it. Blind Squirrel was horrible. I don't know who produced this, but did a great job. You could tell there is little bits and pieces. Like, for example, I'm going to tell you the difference between a polished game of the PC, which is the best over any console, versus the Nintendo Switch. So, for example, all the animations, everything made the port perfectly well. There is in the sweat You could tell there were like white patches on the Nintendo Switch too, but I work with visual effects and practical effects, so I do rotoscoping. I notice these little things, but they did it in such a way that nobody will notice. The hair looks equally horrible on the PC version, but a little bit more polished, okay? They took a little detail out of the hair. That's it. Not like Mortal Kombat 11. That was horrendous. But they did just these little tiny touches. And it came out to be absolutely amazing. Of course, there were slowdowns. Of course, I showed you guys some of the glitches that were there that were not on the PC. But like I was showing you in 2K25, I used to go in Hell in the Cell, go right near, and then suddenly they would come like, get stuck in as a belt, the ring you wear as a belt, or that the belt thing they did away with. I'm really glad about that because you had to shut the game off to do that. But on the other one, the PC version doesn't have where you glitch out and fall, where in this Hell in the Cell, you'll see if you fast forward and just go to that segment, you'll see he appears and falls. So the Switch 2 version didn't correct that. The PC version did, unless it happens randomly. Both of them had that glitch where they go, they both do that. In War Games, what I noticed is when there is a character outside of the ring coming into the ring. So as he's walking down, you can't counter. That was also, I noticed it. First, I didn't notice it on the PC. Then I noticed it was like that on the PC as well. So they shared that glitch. Very stupid of 2K for doing that. Stupid move right there. But again, that kind of carried out. But Nintendo, you did a phenomenal job. This, I could see many people going out to get a Switch 2, to get Metroid Prime 4, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and this right here. Other games, I'm going to tell you, third-party games, I would always say the PC goes above and beyond everything else. And it just looks visually unpleasing on the Switch too, because they didn't do a good job. This, I got to tell you, looks absolutely great. And is a must-have. I'm going to say this. If you guys were waiting for a wrestling game for Nintendo, this is it, y'all. So go ahead and get it. I'm going to tell you to do that. $150? Ethically, I cannot tell you to go and spend that money. I don't know what they were thinking because they're targeting kids and adults, and clearly $150 would be targeting adults. And that's I feel like they're just reaching to see how high. Let's raise it up $20. Let's raise it up 10 and see how high we could take this and just make it a norm. And they did this over and over again, like they did with digital games. Originally, they used to be cheaper than the physical game, and then they saw, let's push this crap out, and everybody agreed with it. And they made it a norm. And 2K is doing this with microtransactions. They're doing it with all kinds of unethical practices. Really horrible. I hope they get sued at some point because this is why I hate 2K so much. But I can honestly say they nailed this game for the Switch too. Now, Lenovo Legion Go, ROG Ally, and Nintendo Switch 2. If you don't have a powerful PC and you're depending on these to be your portable game, and also because you could hook them up to the computer, to a monitor, and play it. Which one would I recommend? Well, here's the thing. ROG Ally, let's take that out. Steam Deck, let's take that out because that's even weaker. Both of them could not handle this game. I don't care what settings I did. It couldn't even handle 2K25 unless you really dumb down the graphics to the point that it looks absolutely horrible, that the Nintendo Switch 2 will completely shine over that because it'll look much more visually pleasing, which is what we want in a game. Now, if you had to choose, let's take ROG Ally out. Lenovo Legion Go versus the Switch 2. Which one is better? Now, in 2K25, I have to compare that because I know my stuff worked on it really well. I showed you guys a video on the settings on that versus the Nintendo Switch 2 version of this game, which honestly, the models look exactly the same. So who cares? Which one would look better? Obviously, I would have to say that the Lenovo Legion Go will look better than the Switch 2 on the 2K25 and play the same in terms of no slowdowns, no anything, no that. But then I was looking at it. I was playing 2K25 again on the Lenovo Legion Go, and I got to tell you, at some of the models, they look better on the Switch too. Not all the models, some of the models. So you have some that look better and some that look better at this, but they both play equally. Now, 2K26, I haven't mastered the tweaking on the Lenovo Legion Go yet, but and the same kind of tweaking I used on 2K25 on the Lenovo Legion Go, I had more slowdowns, more problems, with slowdowns and frame rates with the Lenovo Legion Go at certain points, not all the way. I actually had to dumb down the graphics a lot to play war games. I had to dumb it down a little bit to reduce the resolution, which again makes the Switch 2 look a hell of a lot better. Now, in terms of if I get the tweaking right, I'm not going to blame Lenovo Legion Go's capacity because I don't know how to tweak it. So I can't give you an honest fix on that, which one to get. But I'm going to say, because I'm comparing 2K25 and 2K26, which looks the same, believe it or not, okay, I'm going to say they're both equal. They really are. And I think they both play really well. And to take it on the go, myself, personally, I rather take the Switch 2. It's lighter. I love my Lenovo Legion Go. It's practically attached to me on the hip. My I didn't even go to the Go 2. I even did an upgrade on the memory, which I had to solder in and do my own thing. So I will not, I will do a separate episode on why not to go to the, if you have a one, not to go to the Go 2. But guys, I cannot say enough. I am really pleased with the Nintendo Switch version. I'm not a paid for reviewer, so I'm giving you guys the absolute truth here, and I'm telling you the way it is. I would recommend this game. $150, I don't know. But going for a standard in terms of not getting ripped off and having a wrestling game to go on the go is a dream come true. I used to play it on the PlayStation Portable PSP. Gave you my age right there. And then PlayStation Vita, when it ported to that. Playing it on the go was great to have a wrestling game to begin with. And to have 2K18 completely disgusting and stupid when it finally came out, this game came out for the Nintendo Switch 2, I think that every Nintendo fan out there, what they waited for, it has arrived, okay? I definitely recommend getting this game, hands down. And I'm telling you this, 100%. Is it a 10 out of 10? Absolutely not. The game itself is not a 10 out of 10. The game itself, I'm still going to rate a 7 out of 10. Okay? But the Nintendo Switch 2, how it is, it's definitely an 8 out of 10. There's some glitches. There's some problems. Also, some of them show up on the PC. Some of them don't. So I'm going to have to deduct 2 points for that. And I have to because I know some of you guys are going to say, give it an extra point because Nintendo, I don't set bars low. I set bars high because I want them to do better. And I'm not a Nintendo hater. I have a Switch. I have a Switch 2. I had the Switch since it came out. I have every Nintendo console that's out there. I love Nintendo, but I'm not going to forgive them like a lot of Apple fans used to forgive Apple. And then when they started not to, they started to be more revolutionizing and stuff like that. And, they became more futuristic. This is the same thing I'm doing for Nintendo. I'm giving you guys my honest review here. It's an 8 out of 10. A must have. I definitely recommend it. Let me know what you guys think. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit that bell button, share it with everybody you know, make the family grow, comment down below, hit that bell button definitely, but also hit that hype button because I want people to sift through less garbage of paid for reviewers to get the truth from people like you and I. I love that you guys offer me Patreon services. I don't do that, as you know. I don't do Patreon services because I'd rather you guys keep that money. I work 3 jobs to make it happen. It's actually 4 right now, but to make it happen. And I'd rather you guys keep that money because you guys are already doing more than you should. Really. You're the jury. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Comment down below. Anybody, especially my boy out there. I know some guy contacted me on the comment section and said, I got this rolling on the Lenovo Legion Go and it's amazing. I want you to tell us your tweak on this right here. Do even a video and link yourself to it. I'm always here to help out the community. I don't care. And let's grow together. I don't care. I want you to grow. I want everybody to grow over here on YouTube. So please show the tweaking, show what you got, show how it's playing. Let the people see it, because I myself tweak. I'm the master of tweaking, I used to call myself. And I'm not conceited. I'm hard on myself. But on this one, I didn't have enough time to tweak yet. So I'm going to play around and I'm going to come out with a good tweak for that. But as of now, Nintendo Switch people, Nintendo people, get this game. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.